Hello guys, welcome to our next episode. This is the first weekend after our Reno has officially started and we are heading over to site to take a look. It is a public holiday today and we didn't expect the workers to still be on site. Our house looks like a war zone right now with all the cement and materials the workers are starting to bring in. Hacking works have been completed and you can see that the bedroom 3 walls have now been hacked down and it is making our living room look brighter and more spacious now. And as mentioned previously, sadly the beams above cannot be hacked. The BTO originally comes with a ramp at the main door and we have also hacked this away to change it to a step-up curb. This is so that water cannot flow in when there is heavy rain or when the corridor's floors are being washed. Moving on to the kitchen, our ID has advised us to hack away the floor tiles and waterproof it again. This is because we would like both our living and kitchen to have the same tile flowing across and of a similar height. If it is being overlaid and not hacked, the living room tiles will have to be laid higher up, which might actually cause the bomb shelter door to not be able to open or close. Our service yard window and wall have also been hacked away and the wall has been made good. The manual drying rack has also been removed by our ID's contractors. The common toilet door frame has been hacked so that we can extend the wall to make the door smaller. The original HDB toilet bowl has also been removed. The floor tiles in the shower area has been removed to make a drop-down curb. There are many scribbles and measurements all over the walls in the whole house now. Moving on to the master bedroom, it is also loaded with materials like the floor screed. The master toilet door frame has also been hacked, similar to the common toilet. We will also extend the wall to make the door smaller and install a frosted glass door. The toilet bowl has also been removed. The floor tiles in the shower area has also been removed to make a drop-down curb, but after aligning it against the window to make the shower area as big as possible, there was a potential issue. It would end up jutting out from the door edge as you can see here, which wouldn't look as good. One option would be to extend the wall this side as well, but this would make the door really small. Another option is to do a slight curve at the edge of the shower curb. The workers are still loading in more materials, so we'll be making a move first. We returned the next day to have a short masonry discussion with the ID. The entire house floor has now been screeded, so we had to work on these tiles so that we minimize any impact and disruption to the screed. As we are shifting the position of our primary sink and adding a secondary one at the island, a drainage hole had to be done to allow the water inlet and outlet pipes to be laid before tiling starts. Here we are walking very carefully to take a look inside. The bedroom floor has been screeded as well. The walls of the toilet have also been applied with a layer of screed. I'm not sure if it's a screed, but it is to prepare for the tiling step next. Moving on to the master bedroom. And the master toilet. We discussed the master shower curb issue further with our ID, and the final decision was to create an even bigger curve at the corner instead of a small one. You can see the rough drawing over here. So when the toilet door is fully extended and open, we do not see a small ugly curb or gap at the corner. Anyway, this turned out to be one of the best decisions ever, which you will see later. This is all for our Reno Works Week 1. Actually, it was done within 3 days. Back the following weekend, and tilers were in the midst of tiling the 2 toilets. The water inlet and outlet pipes have also been extended to the 2 sinks, and pipes extended for our storage heater to be placed in the service yard. Mortar base for the kitchen cabinets and island was still in progress as well. No works were done in the bedroom yet. But the common toilet wall tiles are now up. The common shower is the only area in the whole house that uses glossy tiles, and we really like this design that was proposed to us. Same thing, no works in the master bedroom too. But the tilers were working on the master toilet wall tiles, and we can't wait to see the end result. The drop-off point is almost finally done, and we really like the look of it. We returned the next day to check out the toilet tiles, but found that they were already tiling the living room. This is how the curb at the main door looks like. They were still tiling the rooms halfway, so we couldn't walk further in to take a look at the toilets, but it was still really good progress for week 2. Return on week 3 as StarHub is coming to deliver and set up our Wi-Fi. We signed early due to a promo. This is just a temporary setup and we will be switching it off until we are ready to move in. The tiling for the whole house was finally completed, and you can see how the tiles look like. Grouting has also been done. Skirting as well. All the mortar base in the kitchen and our island were done, and the 2 concrete solid sink supports as well. The bedroom is also fully tiled and grouted. Common toilet also tiled and the hollow block wall is up as well. The worker is still doing minor works on it. Now moving on to the master bedroom and the master toilet is tiled and grouted too. Both toilets also have the block wall extended to make the doors smaller. Now check out the curve at the shower curb. This is what we were raving about earlier. We really like how it turned out in the end. But we noticed that the wall grout lines look a little too obvious and white. Don't you think so? Next, we headed to IKEA for a quick lunch and to get a pack board for the husband's Wi-Fi equipment setup. We returned the next day to meet ID on site. The floor protection were all laid so we can no longer see the tiles. The 2 sinks were also fixed onto the concrete sink supports. They also did a mini curve at our common shower curb. Here we can take a closer look at the niches. The one at the sink side was done lower, while the one at the shower side was done slightly higher. I couldn't unsee the white grout lines in the master toilet wall, so we raised these to our ID. He said that this was the correct colour we selected initially, but as it dries, it would get lighter. We weren't informed beforehand, so we requested to change to a darker colour if possible. But anyway, side note, we really like the texture of our master toilet floor tiles. Had a short discussion with our ID on items in our electrical code and also slight changes to our master vanity. Instead of just a floating vanity, we decided to add storage above to not waste the space and also a storage mirror. Week 4 had no works as it took almost 2 weeks for our electrical code to be finalised and we had to wait another week for it to start. We visited 2 Zipblind shops and paid a deposit for Magna Zip and curtains with one of the shop. Another reason for the delay was also due to our aircon pipe installation appointment. We couldn't get an earlier slot, so without electrical wiring and aircon pipes done, the false ceiling works also couldn't start. So remember to plan and book this appointment early. So here are some samples of the Zipblind material. And here is a showcase of their curtains. Just looking through the curtain materials to make sure there is something we like before signing. We will be back to properly select again after site measurements, which will only be after false ceiling is done. Here is the second place we visited but decided to drop due to various reasons. To continue on the grout line story, our ID sent us a few pictures from the tower after I requested to redo, so we assumed it was rectified as the pictures were blurred. But when we returned to check, there was only one small patch of a different colour, but everything else remained the same. So you mean it actually wasn't fully rectified? We also noticed some cracked lines on the wall that was extended for the toilet doors, but we will be checking with our ID if this is normal. Last agenda of the day, we finally remembered to bring our laminates over to check against the floor tiles just to make sure that our decision is the right one. We will stick to the salt micro cement for all our carpentry, and this darker wood one will be for the plank above our coffee bar as well as the shelf below our sink. Alright, that's all for this episode. Follow us for more Reno updates and tips. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Bye!